Hey, what is up, everyone? It's Rich. All right, welcome to Super Fun Sunday. This is a continuation of the 8,000 subs super killer celebration festivities, something like that. Anyway, I got this book about a year back. It is gigantic. Let's see. Look, Charlie Brown. This is my dirty secret. People think that I'm into like way more hardcore stuff, but actually, I'm reading reprints of Peanuts. And I have Dungeons and Dragons character sheets there. I don't like those ones though. All right, so we're gonna do this Jamie Hewlett book by Tashin. It is huge. We're gonna need to hustle, and it's gonna be super fun. All right, we'll get to all the periphery. I'm gonna move fast through some of this though. So it works from the last 25 years. If you buy it, there is like a first print. This is a second edition of it. I didn't even know of the book, and so I found out kind of late to the game. And I wasn't going to drop the extra money for the other cover because the other cover is in the book. You just want to be careful because there is a French version of it, I think. And yeah, you just you probably if you speak English. Oh, you know what? Maybe. I don't know, maybe some of it is in a different language. I'm not sure. But you just be careful that you're getting an English edition if that's what you need. But this is all in a different language, right? So, again, this book is huge. We're going to need to hustle. This is a beautiful piece. So, I first became aware of Jamie's stuff on Tank Girl. He probably had done it before then, though, meaning that oh, that's really cool. That I saw it way after the fact. But yeah, I saw a trade of it, and the cover just blew me away, and so I picked it up, and really I've been a fan ever since. A lot of people know him obviously from the Gorillaz work, but a lot of people know him from a lot of different things. He's really incredibly talented. Actually, it's funny. He did a series of or at least one a vodka ad that's actually quite cool. I don't know if it's still online, but if you search for Jamie Hewlett vodka, find that, because we're going to hustle through a lot of this stuff because I said this book is huge, and there's a lot of really good stuff in the last half of the book. So beautiful colors. I mean, the guy is an incredible inker. It's funny, that actually looks very similar to some of the ink lines that I use with my little swirly bird ones. It's funny. I had never really seen him do it. He does some really nice pen and ink stuff in here, though. But I'm more familiar with this style of his inking. So, again, we're going to have to hustle a little bit through this book just to get to all the different stuff. This is a decent reproduction of this page. But, yeah, I mean, his work has been really influential. I mean, a couple people that I can think of right off the top of my head would be Ashley Wood, and then also what is his name? Andrew Robinson. Yeah, the sort of there's phases of Jamie's work that are influential for different reasons. So like the Tank Girl stuff appeals to some groups, and then the Gorillaz work will kind of like cross over to a different sort of thing. I remember being a member of the Shane Glines drawing board back when Jamie started doing the Gorillaz work, and was really popular there. And a couple of artists of note that I remember at that time were Cheeks. Sean Galloway was an aspiring artist, and also Cameron Stewart, who went on to be like pretty successful writer and artist. Yeah, so Gorilla Mania was blowing up over on the Shane Glines drawing board, and that was such a fun community. Oh my god. It was amazing. So, I would guess that Jamie was pretty young when he was doing this Tank Girl work. You can see parallels with some of the Brian Boland stuff that we looked at. I actually did a 20-minute Simon Bisley video for our Patreon, I think yesterday. I don't remember when it was, in the last 2 days or so. Yeah, a lot of these, they have like little similar sort of traits that they all sort of carried through their work. It's interesting, they're all different, but it's cool. Totally Andrew Robinson right there. Oh my god, it's so funny. That's great. The way he draws her, just everything that he does is so good. It's so awesome. I'm having to hit autofocus a lot. It's tricky because fighting glare, a little bit of shadow. I don't have my desk lights on because the desk lights will really make this thing glare. It's not super slick paper though, luckily, so that helps a little bit. Jamie's work at times reminds me a little bit of political cartooning in some ways. There's like little tints of that I sometimes see in his work. It's not real obvious on these pieces, but occasionally I get that vibe a little bit. Like, and he got really good at coloring. I mean, he could do beautiful like painted stuff at this time. Like he would knock out occasional cover pieces for a Tank Girl, and they were really good. I mean, he draws like a really great girl face. It's very like it's stylized, but it's still attractive, and can look pretty bizarre at times. But again, this is another testament to like if you want to get good at drawing, you just need to start creating like a huge body of work. I mean, there's no substitute for that. And you know, look, before he was even doing all this stuff that is actually quite nicely drawn, I guarantee he had this much stuff that was probably just, you know, him learning. That's really cool. So like I said, we're gonna hustle through this. Let's get to. There's so many really great pieces, but this book is actually somewhat affordable, all things considered. Too. That was one of the great things about it is I think I got my copy on eBay, and I didn't really pay that much for it. I want to say maybe 25 or 30 bucks. I could be wrong, but I think that's what it is. That's great, man. That's so kick-ass. It was really fun. So I didn't realize what it was. Um, whoa, baby. Um, uh, that's awesome. Uh, one of the projects that they did on the Shane Glines board was for you to do yourself as a like a Gorillaz style character. It was really cool, and everybody like just crushed it. I did. It was me holding my cat at the time, and I think I was standing in front of an aquarium, like she was like trying to get the fish or something. But man, that's really great. I love the color on that too. But what you're going to see when we get further into this book is like not only is he a great cartoonist and comic book artist, but he's a great designer. He's a great illustrator. There's some like kind of fine art illustrative stuff that he did in here that is really amazing, and he does some photorealism stuff that is really awesome too. Like that's great. But yeah, I mean this guy is a legit like you know quintuple threat, if not more. He really is almost limitless with what he can do with art. I mean, it's his voice. It's pretty incredible. So, you know, if you only know the Gorillaz work, I think you'll be shocked at some of the stuff in here. Man, that's so sick. God, that's great. So hopefully this 8,000 sub celebration was good. I think I brought some pretty good stuff for everyone to check out. And you know, look, the cornerstone of Super Fun Sunday was I had all these great art books that I would never look at. This is literally really probably the second time that I've ever looked through this book, and I'm like I don't even remember this piece. So even though I've like maybe flipped through it, I've never really looked at the book. And you know, I had bought it and then got busy with deadlines, and I'd always wanted to put aside you know, like a night where I could spend like an hour looking through it, and it just never happened. And then it goes on a shelf, and you forget about it, and you have good meaning to do it. And I would never look at the books, and so Super Fun Sunday was really an excuse for me to go through my book collection, and it's varied a little bit. I mean, I've definitely just picked things that I want to sort of show, but generally the rule was that it's something that I've owned for over 5 years and hadn't gone back to look at. And it's possible that I've owned this book for like 2 years, but the reality is that I never looked through it. You know, so yeah, I don't remember any of this stuff. But again, we got to get moving. This is great storytelling right here, man. It's so nice. So we're just gonna hustle through these. I mean, look, you should get this book if you like it already and you don't have it. Just buy it. But let's move through. These are great pages. God, man, this stuff is awesome. Holy cow! But like I said, we've got a lot to go through. There's a whole section of like sketches that are on vellum in here. It's beautiful, man. It's so kick-ass. And yeah, there's this great kind of like punk sort of avant-garde quality to a lot of his stuff too, which I find fun. I like edgy stuff. I like stuff that's kind of like, you know, anti-mainstream. You know, it's just kind of the way that I'm wired. So someone like this that does stuff like this, I think, is funny and you know, kind of provokes things and pushes buttons. It's, you know, it's kind of sort of the fun of being an artist as you explore. Yeah, man. Oh god, that is so cool. Okay, so Gorillaz. Okay, so this will be a fun section. I really like the coloring that he did on the Gorillaz stuff. Like it almost feels flat, but then if you really look at it, he's got some like nice grads and stuff like that. Like the characterizations are just great. Oh man, that's so cool. A friend of mine bought like a really great set of like vinyl toys for his wife, Joel Gomez. I don't know if Joel ever watches these videos, but his wife Beth had like at least a couple of them. They're so cool. Oh man, I would love a set of like vinyl toys. Look at that. And the blend of like the photography with the art actually is very, very cool. You see a few people sort of playing with it online here now and then, but I actually think that it's really good because the drawings are so good. It makes it fun to look at. Like you don't feel like he cheated you. You know, it's just so apparently like artistic exercise. You know, like in a cool way. It's great. Killer body language. Those gestures are just always like spot on. This is great. Man, that would be an awesome shirt. This is awesome too. Pretty much all this stuff would make great shirts. Stickers, skateboards, snowboards. Oh, it's such a great little sequence. Oh man, you know, I have a DVD and it's got like a virtual reality thing and you can go through their house. It's kind of like it's early technology of that, but seeing that reminded me of that yeah, you can actually, I don't even know where it is. Oh, it's kind of scary. Where is it? Oh, it's in the Gorillaz DVD thing. But yeah, there's a CD-ROM or whatever. That's funny. But yeah, you can kind of like, looks like Doom a little bit, like the early Doom or something. We can go through their house, see each person's bedroom and stuff. Wow, that's crazy. This is really nice. There's an old Rolling Stones music video that they were giant, like in the city. But man, that is so kick-ass. Again, the photography and the art mixed together really, really works well for his styles. I think it's really neat. This is great. This is really nice, man. The color on that is so sick. Okay, I'm gonna try to flip on the light and see if it is too much. Hold on, I'm gonna pause this one sec. Let's see if this is too much. It's tough because my phone gets glare, so I can't really truly judge what the video looks like. That is a great drawing for a lot of different reasons. The drawing itself is great. The colors are fantastic. This is really cool too. Man, look at the shoes. So sick. He's such a great cartoonist, man. So funny. But as you can see, he kind of leaves no stone unturned. Even this far into his career, he's still playing and having fun and experimenting, and that's exciting to me, you know. Oh, I remember when that Clint Eastwood video first came out, and I was just watching MTV one night and it came on, and I was tripping out because I was like, "What is this? What is this video?" And it looked like Hewlett's art, but I wasn't 100% sure because it wasn't like you didn't know for a fact, but you knew that it was either someone like ripping him off or something. But yeah, it was crazy. And then I went to work and they were already talking about it at the office, so they had probably seen it that night on MTV. And yeah, it was funny, but man, that was started the whole sort of Gorillaz phenomenon. So the video is just so good. That's a great, great piece too. Anteater, that is so awesome. Oh my god. The videos are beautiful too. I hope that at some point they release like a Blu-ray version of all the music videos that they've done for the Gorillaz, because they're really amazing. Oh, this is so nice. Get that drawing. I think we've done a great job on this YouTube channel of having like a lot of really, really fun videos. And showing a lot of like really, really cool different art. I mean, we've covered so much. It's been really neat. I have to say that like I enjoy more and more when I hear from people that they're like, "Oh man, I've never seen this artist's stuff," or I mean, I don't think with Hewlett that would probably be the case, but I mean, it's really, really cool to read like someone's picking up the book because they saw the video. I think that that's awesome, and you know, in a weird way, it really is kind of the point. It's like that's why I'm sharing it. Is like this is cool. This is something that I like, and you know, maybe you would enjoy it too. And I have some interesting stuff. Like there's a couple of books in the back of my mind that I'm gonna pull out that I would almost bet that a lot of people have never seen their stuff, or at least those particular books, because they're pretty out there, but they're really good. So stay tuned. I assure you, I have many more. Okay, we need to hustle. I like the pink socks. He's like green. Oh man. Great hands. Hands. Hands and hands. Oh, that's cool. I think I remember seeing that online. Oh man, it's so awesome. Slightly different style. It's very like 70s like art and design style. But yeah, this is what you're gonna see though with his stuff is that how versatile he is, because it's coming up. There's some of this other work. Ah, this is so cool. I think this was the video with was it Bruce Willis was like driving in the car with him? It's been a while. I think it was Bruce Willis. Oh man, the colors on this are nice. This has got a little tiny bit of a Bolan feel just because of the way that it's lit to me. Although it's more of a like double lighting. I don't know why it's got. That car is just awesome. Well, hopefully this is super fun, and I hope everyone is going to have a great day. And you put aside a little time to watch this video. So we're at 18 minutes. We're not even halfway through this book, so I got to hustle. Said you're just going to want to get it. That's sort of the moral of the story on this one. Love that kind of greenish turquoise he's putting out. I think I turned off the light. I don't know. Hold on, let me set this down. Okay. Yeah, I don't want that glare. Oh man, it's so awesome. Bum, 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 bum. God, can you imagine? Like when I saw the size of this book, I was like, "There's no freaking way." I think it's like I want to say it's 400 or 500 pages. I could be wrong, but I like. Let me see. Of course, they have no page numbers towards the back of the book. Wait, how funny is that? Oh, they're up there. Oh, what the hell? Oh, yeah, it's close to 400 pages, but I was like, 400 pages for like $30 or whatever it was. It was so much value for what you were paying. And like I said, I didn't even know this book existed. I just was online. I think I was having one of those moments where I was like, you know what, I should be looking at. I should check out Jamie Hewlett's work again. Like I said, it'll just come to me like out of the blue, and then I'll pour over usually an artist's work for usually like a night, and then I'm kind of good. Like I feel like I've been excited by it. It's given me some ideas, and then I kind of go back to my own work. But yeah, I saw that this book existed, and I was like, what? Like, what virtual reality did they do? A huge Jamie Hewlett book. Look at that guitar. This in particular is really, really well done, man. That is nice. The neck is good too, but man, the body actually looks pretty legit. It's got Les Paul Jr. almost. That's really cool. Yeah, he is so great. Oh, this was the thing that I used for the Instagram. Oh man, it's such a great piece. Look at the whale. Uh, I'm telling you, see, this is why comics and art is so good. And I occasionally get frustrated with the medium because there's no reason that there shouldn't be more artists exploring. Like the most exciting thing that you can do with your art is be yourself, and just let all that creative inspiration just turn into some killer stew of your own making, you know? This is really cool. Man. Oh, is that like Zelda? Almost reminds me of Zelda. That's really cool too. Okay, so let's hustle. We got to keep moving. We're never gonna get through all this. You're gonna get this book. I actually am keeping this book out. I had put it away, but I'm keeping it out. I need to be looking at this stuff. This is good. Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna pause it for 1 second. Like rest my arm. My phone's getting heavy. Oh man, my phone shut off. All right. Anyway. All right, let's do this. So cool. This guy, he just got crazier and crazier as it went along. It's so funny, man. Oh my god, it's hysterical. It's like Keith Richards meets like I don't even know. Oh man, it's wild. This is really great. Wow. Man, that is so nice. God dang. Hewlett is the man. Oh, she's sleepy. It's cool. It's like a photo and then art. He really blended it in good. Man, it's so sick. I don't even know what that is. Oh man, that's crazy too. Oh wow, look at that. Holy cow. I love the plane with the guy on it. Oh man, that is sick. God dang. I love stuff like that. Like I'm a big fan of Storm Thorgerson, and he's the album cover designer that had a company called Hypnosis in the '70s and did a lot of like really, really kind of cool album covers that were art and photography and sort of like Photoshop before Photoshop existed. But he would mix like, you know, they would paint over photos and do all kinds of crazy stuff. But I love the look of it, and this kind of captures some of that vibe. I like the colors in this guy are really great. Kind of Frazetta-ish. Let's see here. Oh man, that is great. God dang. Wow. That is wild. Oh man, that is so funny. I might have to do the Super Fun Sunday intro, my long version of it for this. Why not? It's a little long. It's like a minute, but whatever. I don't really use it that often, but it was just something fun I made. But it kind of captures the spirit in a funny way, which wasn't really the intent. But it's like humor, violence, like pop culture, and just it's like a bunch of stuff kind of mashed together. But I thought it was funny. Kung Fu, Evil Knievel. But see, this is like pretty serious and really, really well done. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, this guy is legit. He's really, really talented. I mean, some people, this would be their whole body of work, would just be stuff like this, you know? And no one would complain. That's the thing. You could post 1,000 pieces of stuff like this from Instagram and probably build a really, really big following just based on that one thing. But like I said, you go through this book and you go, this guy's got like 100 styles he works in. He's a wrecking machine. This book is so good. I'm so glad that they did it. Like, man, oh, that's great. And to all the lurkers out there, just smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Don't be scared. It's no big deal. I know there's a lot of lurkers on my channel. So they come up to me at conventions and they're like, oh, I love your channel. Da, 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 da. I'm like, well, you ever post? No. I'm like, don't be scared to post. I mean, I'm doing the videos. Just say hello. At least smash the like button. That it does actually help my channel. Oh man, that is so great. God. It's like Sergio Topi meets Hewlett. Man, that is wild. I really like that. This is great too, man. This little part right here. Oh man, and see, this is really nice too. It's a little hard. I'm trying to look at the piece like on the board. It almost looks like pencil still. I don't think that that's ink. Man, that's really sick. Check this out. Beautiful. I have to say, like, honestly, any comic book that this guy would do, I would buy. I don't care what set of characters he would settle in with. Like, if he did 3 issues, it's like, I would be there. Yeah, I'm gonna be there. I think could be in like a SpongeBob. He's a little too scared for SpongeBob. Oh man, that's great. Miscellaneous. Oh man, that's awesome. God. I love the colors. It's wild. Oh man. Oh my god. Oh, that is too crazy. Adolf Hitler, the fascist student. I get it. But again, it's a little bit of that political cartooning vibe that I get from him, you know, where it's like you expose something with an illustration and creates a reaction. People, I don't know, people can't handle that anymore. It's like, Wow, that's crazy. The text, this texture in the background is really interesting. Oh man, that's great. Man, that's so wild. So that's like a photo. This is all drawn. The fabric is kind of statted in. The texture on the pillows is like from photos. It's really wild. I like it. Oh man, look at that. Great expression on the horse. Wow. That's really cool too. Again, this could be one style. He could do a whole series of things just like that, and no one would care. Man, that is so awesome. Move fast through these. This is cool. Oh god, dude! If he did an issue of like Walking Dead, oh my god, it would be amazing. Shoot to Kill. Oh, that's an awesome title. I'll have these characters run into Blaster Kid. God damn, so sick. Yeah, God, he would do a great Walking Dead comic book. Oh, it's so awesome. Some real neat detail in there. See that? Beautiful colors. Oh man, the lighting on that's awesome. Try and get my camera focused. There it goes. Well, I hope this is fun. I think this is a really good video. Credit to Jamie Hewlett, not me. I'm just a dork. Oh my god, it's so funny. It's nice. What in the world? Whoa, 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 buddy. This is really a nice drawing. Her face is crazy, but I guess she's supposed to be like a hillbilly. What the hell? My god. This reminds me of like not like Charlie Brown, but like some of the cartoons from back then, or comic strips, something like that. I don't know what that is. Maybe like it's like the old WB stuff or whatever, like the Bugs Bunny. Okay, let's get through these. I guess these are cool. Robots in Pajamas. This is from 2007. That's cool though. You'll see a little bit of Gustav Klimt sort of creeping into his stuff on some of these more fine art pieces. Let's see if we get to any. Like I said, I kind of have to go fast because, oh man, that's great. Wow. That's really funny. I don't remember that at all. I was gonna say, like, looked like, I don't know if it was Rankin Roger, whatever his name was. Okay. This is really nice. Really, really nice. Man, I would love to see some photos of his studio. What in the world? Here, we'll go slow on this one. Children, close your eyes. Close your eyes. His knees. His legs. Oh, man. He needs janky toenails. Like, his toenails should be, like, a little more crazy. That's my own wish for him. Oh man, that's great. Look at the colors on that. Again, it's got a little bit of the taupey vibe. You can see a little bit of the Sergio Hewlett. And Hewlett's actually funny because he actually talks about like how he he rips off other artists, their styles. It was it was an interview I saw with him from maybe the last like 5 years, and they were like, "Who are some of your favorite artists right now?" And he's like, I'm not gonna say. He's like, "Cause I'm ripping them off too hard." Something like that. But I don't know. He puts it in his blender, and it pretty much becomes just like a cool addition to his work. That's awesome. Looks like a blue meanie from what, Yellow Submarine? Ah, this is nice. This is really cool too. Oh man, do we have fun on this YouTube channel? We're the best. And I don't have to talk about Brie Larson or whatever her name is. I don't even know. Like I said, it's kind of funny. That's such a big deal, and I don't give a fuck. If something sucks, you know what I do? I just don't pay attention to it. It's really easy. Oh man, that's really crazy. His boots are great. Man, that one in particular. It's kind of got like a line decker vibe. It's like cartoony, but it's got a little bit of that, those big chunky sort of sweeps. Oh man, this is so cool. So that's a photo, and then this is the drawing. Again, I get a little tiny bit just because of the heavy shadows, like that Brian Boland feel. It's more coincidental, but this is great. But yeah, this looks a lot like the Hypnosis stuff right here. They would airbrush paint over it a little bit, but it gets this vibe with the kind of weird colors, and it really, like as a kid, it always looks super cool to me. Like Led Zeppelin Houses of the Holy, if you look at the inner gatefold for that, it's really, really cool. This is nice. So we should kind of start to wrap this up. It's long. There's still a lot of pages. Let's go here. We're going to go to this little sketchbook section of the Vellum. But again, I mean, you're going to see just even going through here, there's still so many more styles that he touches on, and cool stuff. It's such a must-have book if you have liked anything that you've seen. Just skip through this real quick. It's a little bit of a photographic thing. I'm not sure what these were for. Oh yeah, these pine tree drawings are really cool. Again, this kind of reminds me of like a weird Topi meets Mignola kind of vibe, but they're beautiful, beautiful illustrations. Really fun, like inking style techniques on them. Really, really attractive. Okay, so let's go kind of faster here. There's quite a few. They're really, really cool, and like I said, great inking. So this is some of the sketches, and they are on Vellum, so you're going to see the sort of the underneath. But you know, this book just does not let it go. It's relentless with its awesomeness. There's quite a few pages. I would say there's maybe 30 or so of these Vellum pages. They're really hard to turn. What the hell? I can't even. Kind of trying to lift them up so that you can see. Oh, interesting. Okay, wow. That's wild. So they're literally on Vellum, like where it sees through. I didn't even realize that at first. I thought there was pieces on both sides, which wouldn't really make sense, but isn't that cool? What a nice addition to this book. Faster. Those are cool. So hopefully you're inspired. This should be a good way to get your week going. So as we move forward with the YouTube channel, you know, I'm always trying to think of ways to improve it and do different things. So I'm using this 8,000 subs in this weekend kind of as like an end point of like, we'll call it phase 2 of the channel. So we'll head into phase 3, and you know, like this book, I want to always evolve and bring something new and hopefully exciting, and to everything that I work on, and that includes doing something like YouTube. So I'll rack my brain and try to come up with some fun new twists. So all right, we're gonna wrap it up at there, and there's Mr. Hewlett. We'll end it on that photo. Have a great day. Remember to subscribe if you haven't. Hit the like, and there's still more of this book, it looks like. So anyway, yeah, have a great day, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.